Haven't made a video in a while. It's mainly because, all the homework and whatnot. But finally it's Thanksgiving break, and I got a huge light take order, so that kind of gives me an excuse to make a video. This video is going to be a review of this 4x4. It's the MF8 plus Dayan 4x4. The two infamous companies teamed together and made this really amazing 4x4. So, came in this box. This is just a kind of Dayan+Mf8, but it was for the crazy 4x4, which is kind of weird. But, I don't know. It's just a weird box. It came with stickers. It comes unstickered, so obviously they should include stickers. What I found interesting is square on stickers, that's weird. It included black and white stickers, so that's kind of cool. Alright, out of the box, it was absolutely terrible. I mean, the inner layers were so frictiony, it almost felt like a store-bought, except worse. So, it was pretty bad out of the box, and I was like freaking out how bad it was. But after I took some Maru lube, which is also part of my order, and I put some in, I'll show you how I did it later. I put some Maru lube in, and then it started being really crazy amazing. So, as for the turning, after lubing of course, the outer layers, they're really good. They almost feel like a really good 3x3, because they're really springy, if that's how I should describe it. They're a little bit, crisp, like Alpha Cube, but after lubing, they are really smooth and really fast. Perfect speed, doesn't really overshoot. That's cool. Inner layers, also after lubing. They're really good. They're incredibly smooth. Almost reminds me of like a F feel. I don't know. They're just really smooth. Like a little bit slower than the outer layers, I must say, but altogether they're really smooth. They just maneuver really well as compared to Maru 4x4, which, terrible. Seriously. So that's good. As for corner cutting, it's really, really good. Outer to outer, it does about a piece, without, any friction. That's doing that really easily. Like more than a piece. I mean, come on, that's crazy. These, yeah. If you cut too much corner, it will pop, but who turns that inaccurately? And inner to inner, same story. It's like almost a piece. Pretty close to a piece. Yeah, that's good. So, awesome corner cutting. And again, you saw when I was cutting corners, it popped. This cube's a little notorious for wing edges popping out. But, everyone's complaining, but it really hasn't popped for me. I mean, it's popped every, say, 10 solves. But that's it. I just have to warn you, if you go way too fast, or you turn really inaccurately, and you try to cut too much corner, it will pop. But that's normally only, one wing edge, sometimes a wing edge and a corner. So that's really it, and just dropped a piece on the floor. That's wonderful. Okay, so popping isn't too bad for me, but just look out for that. The stickers are actually really nice. There isn't any damage. I've been playing with this non-stop. You can see the stickers are still in pretty good condition right there. Yeah, there's only one little chip in the green sticker, but that, that's not a big deal. Yeah, the price, it's pretty expensive. I mean, on Cube Depot, it's $17.50. It's a little bit cheaper on speedcubeshop.com, but, it's out of stock right now. And from Light Taker where I ordered it, it was $23.99, so it's pretty ridiculous. But, you know, I think it's worth it. It's an amazing 4x4. This is one of my favorite events. So, just pretty much, it's an amazing cube. It's really fast. It pretty much fixes all the problems I had with my Maru, and those were that it would misalign. Every time you'd turn through here, yeah, you get a misalignment, and then the whole thing jams up. And since it doesn't use a V-cube structure, it's number one, it's not a knockoff. Number two, it can never misalign through these layers. And I'll be showing you that mechanism right about now. Alright, so for the mechanism, we have kind of something that resembles ball core thing going on. Same thing with the corner. Has a little screw there. Not sure why. It's pretty rounded there. Might have to do with all the good corner cutting. So I'm just going to disassemble this. I've done it before, so I can show you the centers. Give me a second here. Although it looked like a ball core before, now you can really start to see some differences. So here's kind of the whole core. It's pretty much a 2x2, and as you can see, it turns like 2x2. And these can just rotate around. So let me get a screwdriver so I can further disassemble it. Kind of annoying to look through this stupid little thing in the camera. For some reason, it's really hard for me to unscrew this. Alright. So, we have this little shells. There's 8 of them, you know, one for each corner. And they screw in. And then you have the centers just kind of rest along here. And, you know, they can rotate. You can probably understand that. That's the inner 2x2. And now I can show you the centerpieces. These are works of art, and this is probably why it costs so much. There's so many small pieces. Well, first of all, they're really thick, so they're probably not going to break, like a QJ. But look at this little lip, if I can get it to focus. The lip is springy. Oh my god. That makes it, the outer layers all springy. So, and that's on every single center, as you can see here. So that's pretty cool. It makes the outer layers really springy, like a 3x3. And, alright, I'm gonna keep disassembling this. So here's the inner 2x2. I'm too lazy to unscrew all these, but you can see, it really resembles a 2x2. That's because it is a 2x2. As you can see, you have the screws, and that's where all the shells screw in. Adjustable tensions there for 3 sides. I have no idea why they have screws there. I would not screw around with them. Pun. Yeah, it's just pretty much a normal 2x2, and I can probably show you the pieces if I'm not dumb enough to break it. Alright. Here's just a edge piece. This looks like a normal 3x3 edge, except there's nothing up here. And then a corner. It's like really smooth there. Just has a place where it screws in again. And that's it, you know. For lubing, I just, you know, put some Maru lube in there. And then tensioned, and that made it way better than it was out of the box. That's exactly what I did. It made it so much more amazing. So you should probably do that if you get it. And then, you know, for the outer layers, you just put Maru lube in like you would normally on a 4x4 or something. Just like, you know, put some on the, that's corner. Put some on the lip of an edge, put it back in, spread it around. Pretty obvious. You know, just lube it like a 2x2, then lube it like a 4x4. Tension this. Speaking of tensioning, what I found is cool, you can tension that, and then you can also tension these, but only a little bit, and that'll make it a little bit looser. So, you know, hopefully you can understand this mechanism. It's just 2x2, and that has these little things that go around. It makes it like a ball core. So, pretty simple mechanism. Really genius. I don't know why companies haven't thought of it before, because it's so obvious. So that's pretty much it for the review. It's a freaking awesome 4x4, and I definitely recommend it. Go buy yourself one at a Lightake, Speed Cube Shop, or Cube Depot. And yeah, it's an amazing 4x4. If you love 4x4, go ahead and buy it. It's definitely worth the price. And that's pretty much it for the review, so see you guys.